Welcome to Family Home Evening
with Bad Mormons.
I'm Charlotte.
I'm Mandi.
Cheers.
We're bad at being Mormon, and you're here to listen to us tell you about it.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Welcome.
It's a warm Southern California day, so I've chosen to drink some Costco eggnog because I don't care. It's fall, y'all. Eggnog's at Costco. Even if it's hot as fuck outside, I'm gonna pretend it's a crisp fall day.
You know what? That's a great idea. I picked wine like a real idiot.
And I'm also, because it is actually too hot for eggnog, even though it's iced. Our Costco also has Maui Brewing Company is doing hard seltzers now. Oh. So they have a Pog, which I'm drinking.
Nice.
Very delicious. They have an acai one, and the other one's a citrus.
Ooh.
So, yeah. I love Maui Brewing, but they're doing the hard cider thing, or the hard seltzer thing, and I'm okay with it.
That sounds awesome. I'm into it. I like it.
Now, together, these drinks aren't very
terrible.
delicious.
No, I can't imagine how any of that would taste good together.
I had a plan when we started. I was like, oh, this will be great. Nope. Guess what? Bad choices were made.
So what are you going to finish first?
The eggnog.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Anyways.
For those who don't know, our show is about us getting drunk and telling you stories of stupid shit we did, and then telling you things that are rad and things that are stupid. You're welcome.
And you like it, and you keep coming back every single week to listen to us.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We're having a lot of fun.
We would like to cheers our patrons. Cheers, patrons.
You can't hear us clinking, but we're clinking it because we're too far away from each other.
So far. We're like at Batman. We're like at the Batman table
at the Bruce Wayne table.
The Bruce Wayne table. Yeah, sorry, thanks.
What rich people have.
Like, can you pass the salt? I'm sorry, what? The salt. Can you pass the salt?
I would also like to give shout outs to our listeners in general and our past patrons. And let's just go ahead and say our future patrons.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Because after this episode, you guys are going to be like, what? And making it rain all over us.
Bitch, please take that money.
Give us more entertainment. Give us more quality entertainment. You hate Trump? That's so weird.
I hate him too.
We didn't know that about you. So weird. Yes, for the 118th time, we are going to tell you what we think about politics.
And you're going to love it.
That's almost 120 episodes.
Dang, that's a lot. That's
like close.
That's like 62 times.
I would like to repent for last week. We were late and we were drunk again.
We showed up before the day was over on a Monday. I think it counts.
Fair enough.
I don't really recall. What did we talk about last week?
We came back from the Pixie show. You were more drunk than I was because I had to drive home. So I was within the legal limit.
I should apologize for a lot of things then. Yes, I apologize for being drunk. I apologize for getting in fights with random strangers.
And I apologize for not even knowing what we talked about.
Yeah, that too. So we got to hang out with our friends today that went to the Pixies show with us, and she got to tell us more of her perspective of how things went down. And I actually want to repent for not punching that bitch in the face, because she sucked even harder than I thought she did.
Yeah, she was a terrible Karen.
Yeah.
Terrible Karen.
No, she's lucky. She's lucky I wasn't around to see. I guess she was like, yeah, you better get out of my space, kind of a thing, after we walked away and I went and got security. Again, better choice than what I would have done had I had remained.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was fun. We, as you know, longtime listeners, maybe you don't know first-time listeners, but we enjoy a once-a-month Sunday brunch with our friend Chris Carter, who is the radio host of the longest-running radio program about the Beatles. Yep. In the U.S. It's called Breakfast with the Beatles, and we go to the live show once a month on Sunday.
It's on KLOS.
It's a lot of fun.
And it's really rad. And you can actually listen to it anywhere in the country. Our father listens to it in Utah. And then I always try to yell out "Hi, Dad!" So it's always me saying hello to my father. I'm pretty sure that'll only work a few times before like, you need to stop doing that.
I'm sure no one can hear you over the roar of the crowd.
Also, we're in the very back because that's the way we like to do things.
Yeah. And the reason I bring it up is because today's John Lennon's birthday.
Happy birthday, John Lennon.
He would have been 82 years old today, which is, can you imagine what John Lennon would look like as an 82-year-old man?
No.
Unfortunately, the man died young.
Here's the deal. I'm pretty sure he probably would have died of cancer. The amount, like, I hate to say it, but like George Harrison, when you watch the Get Back documentary, for instance, like you see Paul McCartney smoking every now and again, Ringo smoking every now and again, but John Lennon and George Harrison were like back-to-back smoking. Right? George Harrison died of cancer, and that sucked. So, I'm just saying, he would have lived longer, but I don't know that he would have made it to 82.
No? Okay. Charlotte's declared.
I've declared.
He would have died of
and
cancer.
You can't tell me differently, because,
So the world didn't miss out on anything.
Or how would he have looked at with all the smoking and being 82?
Maybe he would have quit smoking. You can't tell people what they're going to do and what they're not going to do.
You gonna tell John Lennon to quit smoking? You have fun with that.
I'm not telling John Lennon anything. John Lennon does what John Lennon wants to do. Yeah, where do you go from there? Jesus.
Okay, yeah, I was like, okay, fine. I looked for Mormon Corner. I thought it'd be funny to come up with some more home remedies for, things, but I actually couldn't find anything.
Charlotte, you're in charge of Mormon Corner.
I know, and I apologize. So I just, yeah.
Okay, here's what we're going to do for Mormon Corner. Charlotte, today, we're sitting at our breakfast with the Beatles table. We have a regular table that we purchased. Our friends are ballers and purchased a year in advance. They're like, this is our table now. Don't sell it to anyone else. We own this table.
Right.
Which was actually so cool. And she went to go re-up it for the next year because her year's about over. And they're like, oh, yes, Miss Lauren, we will gladly. We already have the reservation.
She's like, hi, I'm Lauren. She's like, we know.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Right.
We're having a meeting with the studio producers and setting the dates and, blah. Anyways, she's a baller. So then Charlotte starts telling us this story that I don't recall. It sounds traumatic, and I think I blocked it out of my memory. But Charlotte, relay the story to the audience.
Our stepmother had this video on VHS that we could watch. Now, I don't remember a whole lot about it. I just remember it was a Mormon family, and they were like in heaven or whatever, which just looked like a meadow that had like a stream and a bridge, right?
So it was not a cartoon.
It was not a cartoon. It was live action.
Okay.
And of course there was like, I think there's only like 4 kids, maybe 5, something like that. Yeah, unrealistic.
It's got to be at least 13 for this to be realistic.
I mean, if you're living in the celestial kingdom, you need to pop out a few more kids than that. Mm-hmm. So what it's trying to tell you is that your family is already decided, right? Like, you're not just, you don't find each other later. You're just waiting for your turn to be born, right? So, the mom and dad, of course, go first. They get to go be born, live their lives. And so the kids are just like waiting to be born. And then one by one, as the mother's getting ready to birth them out, then they get to walk across this bridge and then get born, right? And so now it's down to the last child. She's a girl, of course. Idiot. And,
wow, Charlotte. I'm a girl.
I'm just depicting what the Mormons believe. Anyway, so there's like an angel with her, right? She's like, I just want to be with my family. And they're like, your time will come and blah, blah, blah. And she was impatient. So she runs and like, the mom's pregnant with her or whatever,
back on Earth.
And so she runs and gets on the bridge. And of course the mom starts going into labor, but way too soon. Like, she would have made it. And then of course the angel gets her back off, right? And it's just like, you need to wait your turn or whatever. And that's all I remember. I don't remember anything else about it. And I just remember going, that is fucking weird.
A weird way to teach patience to a child, because that's obviously directed towards children.
Right. But I mean, it was like an hour-long movie, so that was just a piece of it. That's just the piece I remember.
God damn it. Now I want to know what else they have in that movie. I wonder if she still has that tape.
I bet she does.
Listeners, if you have ever seen...
You have any idea what the fuck I'm talking about?
You ever seen this traumatic film? Please let us know. We need more information. Our memories are a little dodgy here and there from all the drugs and alcohol.
We need a little refresher.
What a fucked up thing. Oh, you almost killed your mom.
Right. Like, you better have patience.
I also have some questions. What about the parents' parents? And what about the children's children? If everyone's one big family, wouldn't there be like a long line, like getting into Voodoo Donuts?
They'd have
waiting
to pay for too many extras for that, and they're not doing it.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense. I refuse to believe this is a scientifically sound situation.
Weird. The Mormons, scientific hypothesis.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Shit. Maybe that's what our new religion should be called. We've been kicking around the idea of starting a religion.
Right?
Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Science.
Yes. Trademark that shit before this airs.
Yeah, let us know, you guys. I know some of you are just as
Someone's had to
traumatized
see
as
it.
we are.
Listen, we have too many listeners in Utah, especially Logan. It's got to be around somewhere.
Or, you know what? If you know of any other fucked up shit like that, send it our way. We'll get on YouTube right after this and we'll see what we can find for ourselves, too.
Right. Help us out with Mormon Corner. We need your help. What is that the army one, the slogan, like
oh, enlist. Uncle Sam needs you or some shit.
Yeah, Uncle Sam needs you.
Bad Mormons need you. I've got some cool shit that I'd like to share with you. Even though you're already a part of it and you already know it. I'm just pretending to share it with you because I'm really sharing it with the listeners.
Oh, okay, go on.
It's kind of like the way the whole podcast works, you know?
Right.
Anyway, Charlotte and I are going... Oh, Charlotte, you and I have a reservation, a very exclusive and highly sought-after reservation, weekend reservation, during the Halloween time at Magic Castle.
I had no idea. I'm so excited. It's going to be so rad.
I put our name on a list in the summer.
Hail Mary is what she put out.
And I tried to get a reservation. They're like, oh, yeah, those are special weekends. They're reserved for our members. And I was like, damn it, well, put me on the list. And then sure enough, the guy called me and he's like, okay, I have one reservation on Friday. He's like, I have one on Saturday at 9 p.m. I was like, that could work. He's like, I have one on Friday at whatever time. I think it was 7 p.m. or something, one dinner reservation. And I was like, okay, great, there's 5 of us. And he's like, you probably should just make it for 6 because the table seats 6. And I know you're going to have friends who are going to be so jealous that they're going to want to come. And I was like, damn, yes, table for 6.
Right.
Costumes are required, which I don't know if you guys know anything about the Magic Castle, but that's some pressure. That's some heavy, heavy pressure to walk in.
Magic Castle, for those who don't know, is a group or club.
It's an exclusive private club, is what it is.
With are they all magicians, or so everybody who's a part of the club is a magician?
Yeah, there's different rooms. There's 2 different stages that do magic, different types of magic shows, and the shows always change. There's a lot of close-up bars. It's like, just a bar. You walk up, order a drink, the bartender makes you a drink, a pretty good fucking drink too, and does sleight of hand magic for you at the bar while you're drinking. There's a few of those. When I went, I got the chance to go with Ani and Janine because they're members, and so if you're a member, you get a lot of guest passes that you can give out. Are they
magicians?
Ani and Janine?
Yeah.
No, you don't have to be a magician to be a member.
Oh, okay.
You can just pay to be a member of the club.
Okay.
They do have special magician memberships that are free.
Oh,
and then apprentice magician memberships that are free. Nice. But you have to audition. And
right.
It's a lot of people who are in the industry that want to be a part of that scene. It's in Hollywood. Anyway.
Tony Wonder.
Tony Wonder. Poof Magazine. But yeah, so a lot of it was closed down, but there's like little secret passageways in there, and it's cool. You go into a dungeon room, and there's like little doorways and windows you look through, and you're gonna fucking love it. It's really cool. And normally they have a very strict dress code. It's formal wear. This is like a fancy dinner if you're wearing tennis shoes or denim of any kind, they will not let you in the door. I'm not kidding. They will not let you in.
But you don't need like a sports jacket or anything.
It depends.
Okay.
Depends on what the style of clothing you're wearing is.
Right.
Yeah. When I went in with Janine, she had like a nice, a very nice like, pantsuit sort of thing on, and they were like, you need to have a dinner jacket with that outfit.
Okay,
So they luckily they had one, that she could wear, but it's that kind of a thing.
Okay.
So they're kicking the dress code out the window, and they're saying costumes are required.
Right.
So just the level of like patronage that goes to this place, there's going to be some really fucking cool shit, and no pressure, but bring the best costume you've ever worn in your entire life.
Okay. Well, I thought I had a pretty good dress costume, but I realized it wasn't going to get delivered until it was too late, so I'm back on the drawing board for me.
No, I'm sure you're going to find some cool shit. I was mostly explaining to the listeners.
No, I know, but I
what
need
we're
to
up
know.
against.
I need to know what's happening.
That whole week we're taking a vacation, so actually we may not have a show for you that week, but we're going to like Universal Studios. Our friends are coming to visit. Our executive genius creative director will be in town.
We're creating more stories for you.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna make some bad choices. We're gonna go to a football game at the SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, go Hawks.
It'll be fun. We actually have a lot of stuff lined up. We're gonna go next week. We're gonna go see Ringo Starr at the Greek Theater. And yeah, it's going to be super cool.
That is cool.
So that's what I'm most excited about.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to take a week off of work.
Woo! Yeah. You know what else is cool? I don't know if you have anything.
I mean, just shows I've been watching, but kind of already talked about the shows. We're just, new episodes of the same shows.
Yeah. I went to see play at the Camino Real Playhouse. It's our local little playhouse in San Juan Capistrano. I'd never been there before. And I went with some friends, and we saw Little Shop of Horrors.
So jealous I can go to that.
And let me tell you, that should have been on a much bigger stage. These guys were fucking awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah, their voices were just perfect. The characters were perfect. They just fucking nailed the entire show. We were sitting right in the front, and it's not like an elevated stage. It's like you're on the same level with them on the floor, and so they're like standing right in front of you and just singing, and
right,
it was amazing. So anybody local listening, I know the
show's over
show's
now,
already
right?
No, it's all sold out.
Oh, got it.
But if you are able to get tickets, or if anybody has tickets, or you have the chance to see it, you should really check it out because they fucking nailed it.
So the thing about the Playhouse that makes me laugh is that sometimes it's like, well, it's local talent, but like they write the scripts, right? A lot of times they're really bad, or a lot of times they're just not well done. Like, it's community theater, right? So sometimes they nail it, and sometimes you're like, oh, that was a pile of shit, or whatever. But it's always a good time to go, right? Always support the arts. But man, sometimes they just nail it. So even though I missed this one and I'm fucking pissed about it, I did get to see them do the Addams Family musical. And holy shit, was that amazing. So I'm assuming it's on the same caliber of that. Mm-hmm. And really what the trick is for that one is when they pay for the scripts,
Yeah, right. I was going to say, everything I saw that was like on deck coming up through the year, they were all recognizable shows.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Yeah,
so,
then
there's been a recent change in the management.
Yeah.
The former, I guess, I don't know, manager, director, whatever you call it.
Showrunner
was a friend of ours and no longer is working with them.
Right. Well, no, I mean, they were around when the other one was in too. So it's just like, but again, it's a matter of also allowing local talent to try and get their feet wet on things too. So it's like, even though it's crap, I still like to support it because they got to start somewhere. You can't just ride out of the gates be Steven Spielberg or write an amazing screenplay like Shane Black, if you will.
Yeah.
So it's like I appreciate that they're bringing in more like quality stuff, but still hopefully letting the local people still try and figure out how all this works.
Yeah. She was saying the new Beverly, I don't know what you call the showrunner or whatever. But she was saying that they have this contest where it's like a script playwright contest.
They do that every year, yeah.
And she said the last year they got something like almost 4,000 submissions.
Oh,
and
wow,
so they
yeah.
read through all of them and they pick the best however many, and then
Right.
the audience decides like
Yep.
what the winner is. I thought that sounded like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's got a name. I can't remember what it's called, but I've been to one of those before too. And then you're pissed when your favorite one doesn't win. You're like, "Fuck you guys! Ask me my opinion, and you're wrong."
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It was fun to finally get to see the Playhouse after living here for a couple of years, but a couple of COVID
See, what
years.
I really wanted to do was have an Academy Awards party there, which Beverly said we could do. So it's sad that we don't no longer have that connection, but
Mary has the connection.
that's true. Well, we'll see what we could do. But then COVID happened, and it didn't matter anyways. But she's just like, so long as you clean up, you can use the space. I'm like, go on.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure they'll try to rent it to us.
Yeah. I have one more thing that I thought was pretty fucking cool that happened this week. I was interviewing people at work for, just like everybody, we're hiring for every single position you could imagine, woefully understaffed. So we're just like hiring. And I talked to this woman and she was like, sweet, nice lady, asked her all the questions you asked. And at the end of the conversation, she was telling me, oh, I can't work at these times because I have to pick up my kids. And I was like, okay, yeah, we can work with that, offered her the job. And she just looked at me with like, she was so surprised, so shocked. And then she just started crying. And I was like, oh my God. And I didn't know what to do. And I was just like, is everything okay? And she's just like, I'm just so happy. I didn't think you would give me the job. And I was like, yeah, of course, happy to have you. I think you'll be great. And then she started telling me about how she's a refugee from the Ukraine and how she had to flee the country because her town's getting bombed and murdered. People are getting murdered by the Russians, and she's been like waiting for this work visa to come through so she could get over here. And she finally got here, and she was so worried about getting a job, and she's like just crying. And then now I start crying, and
Right.
so the two of us are sitting there like in this job interview. It's the first time I've ever cried in a job interview,
Right.
especially being the interviewer.
Right.
But yeah, it was so sweet, and it really just like it shouldn't be such a big deal, but it's just like you read about that, and you hear about it all the time and everything that's going on, but it's so far away that it's like not real. It's not doesn't
Right.
affect me,
Right.
And then to have it sitting in front of you and having a conversation with you and seeing the emotion from that was just like, oh shit.
Right.
This is so fucked up what's happening.
Right. One of my clients is from Ukraine. I think she might be a mail order bride, but that's okay.
Hey,
she's awesome. But she, when she first came to get her hair done, once this war was, kind of declared, she, we talked about it a little bit, and she's, she could barely talk about it. She's, her mom lives there, all of her friends still live there, and it was awful. But this last time she was so excited because she's like, I think I get to go. I'm going to fly out mid-October, and I'm going to go see my mom in I think she's going to try to go to Holland, but she found out, she's like, I've been crying all night. My mom doesn't have the right visa. That she can't go, so they're trying to get an emergency visa kind of a thing so that she can at least just go to Holland so she can go see her mom. And it's just like, fuck.
Yeah, could you imagine?
No.
So fucked up. And then now there's this like looming threat of, there always has been this looming threat of nuclear war.
Sorry, nuclear.
Don't laugh about nuclear war. Don't laugh about nuclear war, Charlotte.
Nuclear.
But yeah, it's just so, it doesn't affect us, but we should,
right.
We should think about it and we should pay attention to it.
Right. Well, and then you see these fucking assholes supporting Russia, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like supporting Hitler, which people did in the 30s. Like, there's so many rallies in the United States that was like, sing fucking Heil, right? Uh-huh. And it's just like, wow, how does it feel to be on the wrong side of history?
I think a lot of people, too, it's not just, there's definitely the people who support Russia, who are I think these are the MAGA people. These are just, the smaller percentage of people who just like to be assholes.
Right.
And cry and make people mad, like Lauren Boebert.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also, the big chunk of people who are Republicans who are, our family members. I keep getting little, snippets on social media. I haven't been on a lot because I've been working a ton.
Right.
But, it's, anti, it's like, oh, what, look at the water in Flint, Michigan. It's coming out brown, but yet let's give $1 billion to Ukraine. You know what I mean? And that kind of thing, which
I understand.
can kind of,
Right.
sympathize with that. Yes, we should be
Why are we not doing
taking
both?
care of ourselves.
But the thing is, we're
taking
not
care of our
doing it
people.
anyways.
That's exactly what I was getting at. Yeah, it's not like it's
the
not
whole-
like it's a one or another.
Why are we helping these, whatever refugees, whatever it may be, when we've got veterans that are homeless?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pass something for the veterans. No,
Everyone votes no. Yeah.
Right.
It's like when it comes down to voting for that stuff, you all vote for the people who don't help. So you don't really get to use that argument, in my opinion.
I think there should be a blanket statement we can just copy and paste and put on all of that shit. I mean, and it's not as easy as that. I try, because I do that all the time. I'm like, copy and paste, I already have something for you. Yeah. And then when they have their rebuttals, then I have to go based off of that. But
I don't want to lose sight of what we talked about having a debate that's productive.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
That it's just, that to me is such a, not gray area, but it's like so commonsensical to be like, yes, people in Flint, Michigan should be able to drink the water out of their taps. But don't say they're not able to do that because of Ukraine.
Right.
They're not able to do that because of who you fucking voted for.
Right.
Who you all keep fucking voting for, which is corporations, essentially. And
you keep wanting to put
stupid to realize it.
You want to run the country like a fucking corporation.
Where everyone gets paid $1 an hour and the CEOs get $1 billion salary.
Right. That's how you want the United States to run. Genius. Fucking morons. Yeah, no. I hate all that.
Yeah. I guess we kind of just like...
We just
went down the river.
This motherfucker.
This motherfucker. I didn't even look on Twitter.
I got
a list.
I've been off and on, and like, I finally started so there's this one guy, I couldn't even tell you his, and I'm not going to tell you because I don't want anybody to look him up anyways, but he, every day, today is October 9th, and today I still believe that President Biden is the worst president of all time, and he does this every single day, and every single day I don't want to see this, because it's not fucking relevant.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, somehow that's going to push it down. Somehow that's going to fuck up his thing. But every day it keeps popping up. And so I finally said, not relevant, show me less of his shit. Because we've talked about this in the past. I have two mindsets. One, the Lauren Bobarts of the world or whatever. She says something stupid and idiotic, so you want to sit there and tell her she's stupid and idiotic. Because you don't want her to have an echo chamber of people who just agree with her, right? So you want to go in there and be like, here's all the reasons that you're wrong. And again, you're not really even talking to the person who tweeted because they're not even paying attention to you. It's the other people who are reading her tweet and then reading your thing. If you're talking more to them than you are the actual person who tweeted. So I'm all for that. But then by you commenting on it, you're boosting the algorithm, which is forcing it into more people's feed, which means they're getting more eyeballs on said stupid fucking tweet. And so I've gone back and forth on this so much that I finally have just started because I never followed these people to begin with, but because I've commented on their shit, they throw it into my algorithm so it shows up in my feed. I'm like, I don't want to fucking see this person anymore. Yeah. Bye-bye.
I wondered why Ted Cruz kept popping up in my shit. I was like, oh, because I
keep commenting on
his shit.
Commenting
on your bullshit.
Right, so now I'm not completely blocking them from showing up. I just say I want to see less of them. Because again, I don't want to keep feeding the fucking monkey or whatever it is and making the blob bigger and more massive to fucking roll over to get even bigger. Like, what is that? It's a blob, right? These fucking mud butt turd girls rolling down the street just getting fucking bigger and bigger from her bullshit tweets. And there's
more and more mud coming out of her butt.
Right? And we've talked about this, that they say asinine things to try to get more people to comment on them so that they get more of a spotlight. Like, they don't have to pay for ads anymore.
Yeah.
We're helping them.
We are.
Right? And so it's like, I'm not fucking doing it anymore. We've talked about it in the past, but I'm 100% drawing a fucking line in the sand. I'm not fucking commenting on their shit anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably for the best, honestly.
Right.
It's best to take a screen grab of that and then post it to your own people.
Right. And talk about why it's stupid.
Yeah. And then talk about also like why you're doing it that way.
I guess it's also, I don't really have any followers, so no one can look at my shit, right?
You got a follower. I follow you.
Thank you for following me.
Did you see that thing about, speaking of this motherfucker, that Jim Marchant guy in Nevada? So, you know how we talked a while back, there was this kind of alarm bells were sounding like all of these election deniers and MAGA Trump people are trying to win low-level elections
Right.
and Secretary of State elections. So this motherfucker, Jim Marchant, or however you fucking say it, who cares? He's actually in the lead to win the Secretary of State position in the state of Nevada.
No.
And he's at a Trump rally the day before, saying, here, let me actually read you the exact quote. I took a screen grab of it. He says, if we get all of our secretaries of state elected around the country like this, we take our country back. Like, they're actually saying the quiet part out loud. Like, we're gonna all cheat.
Yeah.
If we
don't
all
care
have
what
these
you actually
positions,
voted for,
right?
Fuck what you voted for.
And he's winning, and he's not even the only campaigning he's doing is speaking at a Trump rally. He's not putting any money into advertising or anything, whereas his Democratic opponent is like, really like putting some effort into it and doing the campaign trail and all that. This dude's still winning. Same thing in Arizona. What's his name? Something Fincham in Arizona, for front runner for Secretary of State, who's not just a Republican, because there's a difference between Republicans and MAGA.
Right.
He's a MAGA, and they're just fucking, these dumbasses are just fucking voting for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I hate everybody. Well, so I know that the wheels of justice are slow, but holy fucking shit. If the DOJ doesn't start fucking prosecuting and indicting people, like, they can do this stuff because there is no repercussions for it.
Yeah.
It should be illegal to fucking cheat. You can't just overturn elections because you didn't like the fucking outcome. And if you're not getting disbarred, if you're a lawyer, if you're not fucking being held accountable for your fucking actions, then they're going to keep doing it, right?
Yeah, what's the point of any of it?
Oh my God, I'm going to kill everyone.
What's the point of all of us putting all this energy and effort and, awareness and everything and going to the polls and voting if it doesn't even fucking matter?
Right.
And I felt like that when I was younger, when I was a little more like apathetic, sort of goth. I don't know, emo.
Right.
But I still fucking voted. Like,
right.
I was like, nothing matters. It's all,
it's all bullshit.
Whatever.
But if it's not, I want to make sure that I at least put my 2 fucking cents in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to only vote for presidential elections. I didn't do the more important ones, which are the fucking midterms.
Yeah. Which are coming right up, about 30 days away,
right.
Everybody. Fucking vote.
Like, I don't know how anybody can say it any clearer. Like, if you don't vote on this one and you don't vote fucking Democratic, I don't even know what to fucking say or do at that point. Like, do we move? Like,
there was a lot of kind of talk and a sort of emotion around the Roe versus Wade decision getting overturned, right. And now everybody's like banning, all the red states are doing pretty much total abortion bans, or they're trying to.
Right.
And still, I read this today, the Senate majority race, which is the one coming up, it's still a fucking nail biter.
Right.
It's down to like a couple key races. Like, it's about a 50-50 split. They're saying that race between Herschel Walker and Raphael Warnock. Possible? They're saying Raphael Warnock's going to win that one.
Good.
But then there's another one in, I think it's Nevada, where it's like the GOP candidate is out, performing. So it's basically just going to be a wash again.
Right. I was scrolling Twitter as you do, and somebody said best protest sign in DC today. And it says, so I can only get an abortion if it's Herschel Walker's or something like that. It was great.
I've been thinking too, like, all this talk, and we've made this parallel and this connection for however many years now we've been doing this podcast, or even, years before that, our whole lives. But it's right. Like the connection between religious fundamental zealots, crazy people imposing their rules on society and cheating in order right. to do it, and like likening that to Islam extremists or right. Those type of countries. And you've seen this, what's happening with that girl Masha Amini, that she was basically murdered
right.
for violating the dress code in
right.
Iran. Her family says she was completely morality police. Her family says she's completely healthy. She's arrested for showing her hair, I think, in public.
Yeah. And
so they arrested her, and she died in custody. And they're like, oh, she had this long-standing illness. But her family's like, no, the fuck she didn't. She's 22 years old.
Right.
And so, for the past, I think it's been about 4 weeks now, I mean, women
riots in the streets
in Iran, and men too.
Good.
They're protesting the fuck out of it. Everyone's taking their hijabs off. Everyone's, women are cutting their hair and throwing big locks of hair in public. The president, who's the ultra conservative guy, is like trying to go save face and put on a good show, and he's like going to like all female universities, and they're basically just flipping him off.
Yeah.
They're doing all this shit on social media too, where it's like they don't show their faces because they can be jailed for that.
Right.
But just showing the backs of their heads. And if you think about it, like flipping them off or whatever, but if you think about it, like the law was made in Iran in 1983.
Right. That's how old I am.
That became a law that you have to cover your hair. So it's like one day you're out in a bikini on the beach in Israel. No shit. That
right.
50s and 60s, like look at the pictures of women then. And then one day, slowly it gets a little more conservative every decade. And then one day in 1983, you can't walk out of your house unless your hair's covered. And how can you not fucking see the parallel between that and what's happening here?
Right.
And you just keep fucking voting for it because you're so narrow-minded and blind. Yeah, like, I love you, my family, but what the fuck?
Yeah, it's true. And, like, again, there's a lot of women in our fucking family. Like, I've never done, like, where our cousins look down the line, but the amount of girls we have to boys is a lot. And it's just, like, I know that majority of our cousins would never have an abortion, right? Mm-hmm. So that's not even on the fucking table. But not all of them were raped by their uncles or, shit, like, not that we were, but I'm just saying, like, they've never been in a position, like, where they can't see other people's point of views because they can't even fathom it, right?
They've never been in a position where they're going to die.
Right.
If they can't have that abortion because they're bleeding internally.
Your cousin almost died from it. Like,
yeah.
Right.
Anyways.
Fucking bullshit.
It's all bullshit. And I'm getting to the point where I'm so... Like, it feels... This is like a nice, good therapy session that we do every week. Because I feel better after bitching about it.
But nothing changes.
Yeah, nothing changes. Nothing ever fucking changes. And it's like, how much breath and energy and time am I going to continue to waste on this?
Right.
When it doesn't matter.
Right.
Like, I'm going to be a fucking outlaw. If this law doesn't make fucking sense, I'm not fucking doing it. No. And I'm going to help all of you all not do it too. I don't know how exactly, but fuck that shit. Right. I'm not living in your world. I'm not living in that world. I will not do it.
Italy seems real nice. I wonder if they let us live there.
We can work in the vineyards.
Yes.
I'm too old to work in the vineyards. Unless I'm working tasting quality control.
I'll help you with the quality control. It'll be great.
Anyway, what else do we have for this motherfucker? Should we just...
I mean, it's a lot, and there's not enough... I don't know. There's not enough.
Not enough time in the day.
I just want to get to the point where we can be Star Trek. Like... Where nobody has to work for money because we're all taken care of. Like when you have robots doing all your jobs for you, and there's so much surplus of things, right? Like if you think about it, for the majority of us, and again, this is not. There's no reason there should be homeless people. There are enough houses for everybody. There's enough food for everybody.
Yep.
There's enough jobs for everybody, and let's say we can automate half of those jobs. We shouldn't have to work. We should just be able to take that time to be creative and do whatever it is that we want to do, and then either make money for it or somehow better society for it, right? That's all Star Trek is. They have space exploration. They have things like that.
Utopian society.
Right? And so, but no, not when a CEO could just have everything and you have no home and you're starving, right? Like, I don't care about fucking homeless people, but I've got 45 cars. Yeah. Like, it just, I don't care that you have no shoes.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it just...
I have a helipad on my yacht.
Right. And there's just, like, people are like, oh, no, this company is founded on socialism, on capitalism. And it's like, but that's toxic capitalism. Capitalism's fine on the surface. But again, and Mark Cuban says it the best, I can only drive one Ferrari at a time. Yeah. I can only pair... I don't need more than 12 khakis. I don't even need that many. So it's like this trickle-down economics is bullshit because I can't put any more of my massive, massive wealth back into the community because I don't need anything else.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely like a flaw in our programming.
Right.
As a species.
Like just mine. I don't care that you don't get yours.
Yeah. And I feel like it's kind of, I've thought this and said this before. It's kind of an instinctual evolutionary sort of thing. So, because it used to be back in the day,
Right.
you know, the caveman dragging the woman by her hair, like, this belongs to me, this is mine,
Right.
and you have to kill to eat and to survive,
And you might die if you don't eat enough, so you better eat as much as it as you can.
take it from
right?
everybody else because that means your survival. But there comes a point when we have to evolve beyond that, progress, if you
Right.
will, progressive people,
Right.
And it's just like those instincts are baked into us, into our every cell, and it's hard for people. You have to be smarter than your cells are. You have to be smarter than your baser instincts.
Like, why is it that I'm thinking this way?
Yeah, and change.
Right.
And then, and I have to hope that, I mean, if an asteroid doesn't come and fucking blow this place up, which it could any second,
Right.
I have to hope that every generation, even though we can't fathom it in our lifetime because we keep seeing these little bit forward, lot back.
Right.
Then a little bit more forward, then a lot back. But progressively over the span of a long, long, long time, we are going forward.
Right.
Well,
and this is what I also can't fathom, so bear with me. Like, the way we were raised was we make sure that everybody kind of gets some. Like, I know we've kind of talked about this in the past. Like, we'll be at a family function and there'll be 3 empty chairs because everybody else is sitting down, but there'll be like 5 of us sitting or not standing, and we won't sit down because maybe somebody else needs to sit down, kind of a thing. And so it's like, even though technically 3 of the 5 of us could sit, we're not doing it because what if somebody else needs it, kind of a thing. And then we saw that with our brother and his children when they were out picking up candy that was being thrown at them from a fucking plane. But
candy
like
bombed, as
right?
Isaac said.
Just getting bombed by candy. Is that there's kids that have their parents are helping them just load all of this candy into it, where there's some kids who didn't get any candy at all, and our nieces and nephews who really didn't get very much candy.
Yeah, they had like 5 or 6
They
pieces.
got 5 or 6 pieces. We're giving some of theirs away to other kids. Because that's the way we were fucking raised. How is our family Republican?
I know.
Like, how do they raise us to be caring, giving people, like, let me give you the shirt off my back because you need it more than I do, and be fucking Republican? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I don't fucking get it.
So
I have to think that the only reason is because they just can't see they can't see the long game, or they can't connect the dots.
The only thing I can think of, too, is that, let's just say Dad, for instance, is that he likes to have the choice that he's giving it and not being forced to give it. And if they think they're just being forced to give something, then it takes away their ability to
That's a good point.
Maybe.
That's a good point.
Which they wouldn't be doing, but like, it's not how it works. But anyways, maybe that's it. But yeah, it's just something that popped into my brain.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah.
You know what?
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's hear a word from our sponsors. Let's think about all the fun things we're going to be doing, and we'll be right back.
We're back.
Hi, welcome back to the show.
Oh my God.
We're so much more drunk than we were before. I have a little story that
Good.
honestly, I have quite a few stories on deck, but I can't remember most of the details of them, so I've been saving them, hoping somebody will come on the podcast with us. But we don't ever do any planning, and we're always just like, oh, Sunday, gotta do it.
Right.
Gotta do it. So, but I do have one, and we'll keep it brief because we're, getting to the end of the timer line here. But I wanted to remind some of our listeners who may have partaken in this with us about when we used to all get kitchen tats. Which is just like what it sounds. When you get a very, very large tattoo in the most unsanitary conditions you could possibly imagine. Now, you might remember I'm learning the art of tattooing as we speak, and I'm learning about, I've got my bloodborne pathogens class, and I'm learning all about, you first learn about sanitation, and I've gotten, I want to say 25% of the tattoos that I have were at a party with 100 people with red Solo cups in the dirtiest house you can imagine, in the
that
kitchen.
House was fucking gross.
Like, I think one of them we were both there, and I think we both got tattooed on the same night.
No, so,
at the old birthing center.
No, you got a tattoo of your turtle, right? So
yeah.
You hogged the tattoo artist. The only kitchen tattoo I've gotten was from Sid in your Indian house.
Oh.
I was on the counter and he gave me my snowman warming his hands over burning money.
Huh, that's funny. I think maybe it was Laurie that had, because Laurie got a tattoo, I think,
so.
at that party too.
Yeah.
But we were, so we've mentioned the birthing center before for some of you long-term listeners. If you're new to the show, there's a house in Bellingham, Washington that a bunch of us used to rent. And it was, I don't know if this was just a thing in Washington, but maybe it's just a thing people do in their 20s, because I haven't done it really since I left there. But we all used to get like a big house, and then 20 people would share the rent.
Right.
Everywhere, right? So now there's this place. It's now a very nice birthing center on Cornwall Avenue in Bellingham, Washington, Cornwall in Alabama. But back in our day, it used to be, I don't even know how many people were sharing the rent on that place. And it used to be kind of just like a dirtball house, you know? We did that with so many houses around Bellingham. Do people do that now?
I have to assume that they do, but I think, yeah, it's like college age, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
your early 20s.
Right. So that particular party, if I remember from my portion of it, it was so dirty. It was like, yeah, dirty 20-year-old college kids. Everything's got fucking spaghetti sauce on it. The floor has never been mopped ever in the entire history of the world.
It just smells like stale beer.
Yeah. And I'm sitting there and I'm probably drinking. I can't imagine I was very drunk, but because you're not supposed to drink, when you get tattooed. It thins your blood a little bit. But I'm getting this tattoo, and it was like my first big tattoo. It was about a 6-hour tattoo. And I remember just sitting there and like getting towards the end of it. And like anybody who's ever had a tattoo, when you're getting past like the 4th hour and they start going over the same spots again, it's like jabbing a needle into a pile of hamburger, and it's just like just like everything.
The hamburger's all nerve endings.
Yeah, sensitive and on fire. And I've never been a pot smoker. Like, I mean, I have smoked pot, but I don't like it. I never liked it. I was gonna say,
I remember you taking a big hit off of a bong.
Bong hit, and then I was pretty good for a while, and then getting towards the end, and I'm smoking a ton of pot. Not working. I smoked some opium. Somebody had opium laced pot. So I'm smoking opium, and I get so fucked up that I'm like kind of, what's the word? I'm kind of nodding off, and I'm kind of like swaying forward, like rocking sort of forward and backwards.
Because you're trying to soothe yourself?
No, my body's just doing it. Like I can feel every stab of every needle that's going on in my back. It's not numbing the pain at all, but my body's so fucked up that I'm like practically like shaking, and I'm sure that was imagining him trying to tattoo that.
This bitch.
Now, it was like the 6th hour of tattooing, and he's new, so it's like I'm sure he's just he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing either, so he's just going over it with multiple passes when you could do it in a nicer way for the skin.
Ow.
But yeah, I'll never forget that, just being so fucking high and on opium and weed, and just my body just shutting down. And yet still didn't numb the pain at all from this fucking tattoo. But yeah, then I think Laurie got a tattoo that same night. And that dude just, it was always the same dude. We'd be bored at the house. Oh, you want a tattoo? Yeah, sure. What do you want? I don't know. Tattoo some birds. Okay. Just like jump up on the counter, get a tattoo.
I wonder, I think I was 15 when you were getting the turtle tattoo. So like I wasn't quite ready for a tattoo yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know with my arm, we only tattooed for 4 hours, but it was about 3 hours. I was kind of like, okay, this is starting to get very uncomfortable. Because for those who don't have tattoos, when they first go over your skin, depending on what part of your body is at, but let's just say it's a tougher part of your skin, like your forearm, like the top of your forearm. It's almost like if you grabbed a needle and just dragged it across the skin lightly. Like it you can feel it, but it doesn't hurt that bad. Like it's not. But now it goes over that same line over and over and over again. And if you did that over the same spot for an hour, it would be the most painful thing you've ever felt. That's what a tattoo is like.
Yeah. And there's also all these different like needle configurations. So you can have like, I saw somebody getting tattooed by a 20 mag, like a 20 needles in one cartridge.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, it can be like liners can kind of go like you kind of digging a trench in your skin, whereas shaders are a little bit more soft on the top. Okay. And so there's like different things that are happening, and different parts of your body have different feeling. But I guarantee you, I remember that as clear as day from when I was however fucking old, 22. I don't know.
That sounds awful. Because I was saying, like, at the end of mine was, I was just like, but when he stopped, at the end of that, we did it for 4 hours. When he stopped, I was like, it's fine. No more pain. It's just when he was going over it. And I thought about halfway through, I was like, maybe I could take a Xanax or something. But then I was like, no, you have to drive home still. And I was in Los Angeles, and I wasn't about to deal with that fucking traffic. Mm-hmm. Although, not that there was much driving home. It was late, but yeah, I can't. So it's nice. Like, how did your back feel after? Because again, my pain would, if I hit something with my arm, it would hurt, right?
Yeah.
But once that needle stopped fucking with me, it's fine. Like, I mean, it's hot. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's not like that, the same kind of pain.
Yes, that's a professional tattoo artist.
Right.
This was like, I mean, I couldn't sleep on my back for I don't know how many nights. I remember too, like, it was during the healing stage when it started to scab over, and I can't see it because it's right in the middle of my back, so I can't touch it, I can't fuck with it, which is thank God. But I remember thick scabs on there, and I remember going, like, I'd go sit on the toilet, and I'd stand up, and there would just be, like, it was like fish food flakes of skin off my back, and the tattoo's green, so it was like green flakes of fish food for far too long, way longer than it should have been. I don't know if I ever told you, that guy actually, I met him when I was 17. I think he was a year older than me, or maybe a year younger. I can't remember. I think he was a year older. And I was the first person he ever tattooed. He was the first human being he ever tattooed. So I let him tattoo this little yin-yang sun thing on my ankle. Yeah. Very 90s. Very 90s.
Very Seattle.
Very Seattle. In which, he went and apprenticed and got better and then came back and, like, covered that up for me with a rainbow butterfly, which I'm still trying to remove and replace with maybe a death head moth sort of situation.
Oh yeah, that would be rad.
Mm-hmm. I've gotten it lightened a few times. Also, PSA for anybody who's wondering, be sure you want to get that tattoo before you get it, because getting a tattoo removed is 100,000 times more painful than getting the tattoo in the first place. It's like standing in front of the Death Star and just saying, fucking kill me.
Right.
It's awful.
Some people were talking about getting tattoos. I forget who it was. There's somebody in the salon. But I was just like, they're like, well, maybe you can get a tattoo when you're 18, but not when you're living under my house. Yeah, whatever. And I was just like, just let them know whatever they get. Doesn't matter how much time or thought they put into it. Doesn't even matter if it's sentimental. They're gonna hate it. You always hate your first fucking tattoo. Like, I'm a Taurus. I'll never not be a Taurus. I'm gonna get Taurus symbol on my back. It'll be on my back so I can't see it if I hate it, which I do.
I'll cover that up for you.
Thank you. I'm gonna need you to. It's gonna be hard because it's black now. At least it was purple before, and then I had the guy who did my snowman. I was like, so not only was mine the wrong color, because I was saying, like, so dark purple it might as well be black. And so when it was done, it had a lot of the blood in it, right? So it looked almost like magenta. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that's cool. I'm good with that. And then when it healed, it was pastel purple, which would have been great to cover.
To cover up,
But no, then when I was getting my tattoo done by Sid, I was like, yeah, it's crooked. It's like, it's not great. And so he's like, I can fix that for you. I'm like, great. Poor Sid.
And then he made it black.
And also, so stupid. When I was like, okay, how much do I owe you? And he's like, just whatever you feel is fair. And I'm like, well, the tattoo itself was $60 the first time I got it. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I think I gave him like, I don't know if I tried to give him $60 and he was kind of like, are you fucking kidding me? But I'm like, I have no frame of reference on what tattoos cost. Because the tattoo I got was in California. Is California more expensive than Washington? I don't know. We did it in a kitchen, you're not paying for rent. So I don't know what to fucking pay you. And so I honestly can't remember. I think maybe I gave him $120.
That's way too much.
Right.
First of all, to get a tattoo touched up.
Well, no, I mean, for my snowman and my thing. So it was for both tattoos. And so that's why I was like, maybe I gave him $120 because 60-60. Maybe. Even though the snowman's more intricate and bigger, but still, like, again, I'm 22 years old. I have fucking no frame of reference.
Yeah. Well, here's a bit of advice. If you ever find yourself in that situation where somebody is giving you that sort of ambiguity, all you really need to pay them for, if they're not in a professional studio and they're practicing on you, all you really need to pay them for is their
product,
needles, and their ink.
Right.
And, whatever maybe they put into a stencil, and then whatever you want to tip them. Like, the machine's their own machine, all that, their time is, that should be free because they're learning on you. Just don't go crazy. Give them a little tip, pay them for their supplies. That's it.
So what do you think? You've seen the tattoo. What would you think is a fair price?
I'd say $120 is fair.
Fair, okay.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Back then, $100, $20
But
for
I
the
think
tattoo,
he was like
for the tip.
I think he was but he at this point he was like a legit tattoo artist, right?
But he's still tattooing you in your house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point.
So that's not a legit. Whenever you're getting tattooed in your house, that's not a legit tattoo artist.
So you want to non-legit tattoo me?
Unless you're like best friends with a shop owner who just
Right.
doesn't want to go. Even then, a shop owner wouldn't want to tattoo you at their house. It's disgusting.
It's like me wanting to do your hair at home too.
Yeah.
All of my shit is in one spot. I would just want to go to the salon and do it.
Plus, you get blood and plasma everywhere.
Right.
Like it's just
Oh,
gross.
God, plasma's so gross.
It's so gross. So gross.
Can't wait to
So,
get
yeah.
another tattoo.
If you find yourself in that situation, just pay them for the supplies. And if you find yourself on Apple Podcasts, you should really give us a 5-star rating and a review.
It helps people find us. YouTube, head on over to that way. So subscribe, tell your fucking friends.
Also, if you're enjoying our show, think about becoming a patron. It's as little as $3 and as much as you want to give us.
We currently have a website, but I don't know for how much longer.
If you are ever curious about our website, go check it out now because we're not paying for that anymore.
Right. But even with the patron dollars we get in, it's not covering it. So
send us your stories at fagbadmormons@gmail.com. That's just free. And check out our social medias. We have a new, man, I forgot his title. Anyways, James has been our marketing strategy executive, procurement something. I'm going to repent for that next week, James. Anyways, thanks, guys.
thanks. See you. Bye.